Okay, and we're going to go ahead and start on part 11, part of Chapter 2's lecture series titled Dangerous Situations. And one thing you have to remember as an EMT is that your situation can change at any time. You should always have a plan whenever you enter a residence. Always look around, make sure you know the exits, make sure you know the best route to get out of the residence as quickly as possible, and make sure that there's nothing obstructing your exits, and try to keep the patient or any of the bystanders there out of being between you and the exit of the residence. So dangerous situations can be caused by many different things. One, civil disturbances. We saw that in LA whenever there was the riots that happened, and that was back in the day. Some of you may remember that, some of you may not. But it was very trying times, and a lot of people got injured. You had some responders get injured by the rioters as well as civilians getting injured. So our first priority is not put ourselves in harm's way. If we put ourselves in harm's way, then there's no one there to respond to the emergency. Next is domestic disputes. Domestic disputes can be very volatile. The last thing you want to do is get in between a husband and a wife, or a wife and a wife, or a husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, or whatever. Today, getting in an argument. They will turn on you and you can get injured. What you want to do in this situation is you want to have law enforcement there and allow law enforcement gain control of the scene before you even enter the scene. Crime scenes, by no means should you ever be on scene of a crime scene without law enforcement first clearing the scene and ensuring that you will be in a safe situation. Large gatherings of potentially hostile people. The area where we see this happening is most of the time going to be in bars. So you want to make sure that you are in control of the situation, and if at any time the situation becomes threatening, you should leave. No, one important thing is a lot of times whenever we respond to emergencies, there's going to be more than one agency there. Now, when it comes to large gatherings of people or civil disturbances and crime scenes, there's going to be multiple agencies there. Know who's in command. Just because you're the EMT or you're with a paramedic, that doesn't put them in command of the scene. You may be in charge of patient care and taking care of the patient, but the overall scene may be controlled by someone. And you want to follow their direction and work with them as a team to get the patient taken care of in the most efficient and best manner possible. So, in order for you to provide care, you must have adequate protections in place. That means making sure you wear your proper PPE. That means when you're on the scene of an auto accident, you may have to put cones out to direct traffic around so that you're not injured in a secondary motor vehicle collision. You may have to position fire trucks or your ambulance or police cars in a manner that's going to provide you a buffer zone. If it's a potential violent scene or a crime scene, you want to make sure law enforcement secures the scene before you enter. That doesn't mean that you arrive at the exact same time they do. You need to give them time to get in there and radio you and let you know that the scene is safe for you to enter. And you may have to use cover and concealment techniques. Now, cover means that you're behind something, and concealment means that something is blocking the view. So make sure you understand the risk of each environment you enter. Everything could be different. From you could be going out in the woods to take care of a patient who fell out of a deer stand. You need to understand that. What makes it unique, because if it's in the middle of the winter time and it's kind of rainy outside, you might need proper rain gear, warm clothing, and you're going to need the gear that you're going to have to walk out to the patient and back with. make sure you call for help and call for help early. And if you are on the scene of a crime, do not disturb the evidence unless it is absolutely necessary. And if it is necessary, try to enlist the help of law enforcement to help you with it, okay? Well, this concludes our section over dangerous situations. And we'll be moving forward to behavioral emergencies next. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask.